Hey there, it's Shauna with Homegrown Self-Reliance. So today for the Self-Reliance Skill of the Week, we're going to be making hardtack, aka survival bread. So if you're not familiar with it, it is something that soldiers used to carry in the war as part of their rations because it's super easy to make and super cheap to make, and it lasts just about forever. So this is not your typical bread. It's more of like a very, very hard cracker, okay? But it does give you the carbs and that sort of thing that you need to keep your energy up in times of stress. Okay, so what we're gonna do is preheat our oven to 350. And then we need 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Put your dry ingredients in first. Two teaspoons. That was a little shy of a cup. Just a little more because that first one was a little too short. And we're going to whisk this up. Get the dry ingredients combined. And then 1 cup of cold water. I'm going to continue mixing this until it comes together into a dough. And of course it's sticking to my whisk. Alright, so it does take a little bit of kneading to get it into this, but you want it to be a smooth ball. We're going to put it on a cutting board. We're going to take our rolling pin and roll it out about a ½ inch thick. Alright, hopefully this cutting board's not going to be too small. It doesn't really need to be floured because it's really not that sticky. You want it to be kind of dry. I did end up adding maybe another tablespoon or so of water while I was kneading it, just to get it to blend together. Better rolling pin. Thought I liked this one because of the size guides here, but I really prefer the one that has the handles on the side, my old-fashioned one.
You need to go lay down. I don't know why you're up walking around.
I'm gonna have to work on this a little more. Alright, I think that's about the right thickness. I've never made this before, so bear with me. But yeah, you want it to be about a ½ inch thick. And gently pry it off off of the cutting board. I think this was a staple back in Civil War times. It's part of every soldier's rations. These things are really super hard though, so you don't want to try to just eat them plain. They'd probably break your teeth. No joke. Usually they would dip it in their coffee or in their water, worst case scenario. Or if they had a soup or some broth, they would dip it in that. That's what I would probably do. Yeah, maybe this did need a little bit of flour on the cutting board. It's alright though, we got it. Just took a little bit of work. Okay. So, now what we want to do is cut it into about 9 pieces. Then you want to take something kind of round, pointed, a fork or something like that. I'm using a skewer stick. It's pointy at one end, but I don't really need it pointy. I just need to make holes all the way through this hardtack. So we'll use the blunt end. And we just want to poke holes all the way through and across each one of these. Okay, so that is what it'll look like once you've got all the holes poked in it. And then we're going to transfer these to an ungreased cookie sheet. Cookie sheet's a little bit small. Can't quite get all of them on there. Then we're going to pop it in the oven that is at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you take it out of the oven. It's already pretty hard, but we're not done yet. We're going to let this sit and cool down for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to put it back in the oven for an hour. I'll be back for that. Once your hardtack has baked in the oven at 350 for an hour, you just turn off the oven and leave the cookie sheet with the hardtack on it in the oven for about an hour to cool. That actually helps draw out all of the moisture and make sure that it doesn't go bad. Once it's all cooled, you can store it in Mylar bags. You can vacuum seal it, or in a pinch you could even put it in freezer bags. Guys, this stuff just lasts pretty much forever. You really can't go wrong with it. So let me know if you try to make these. I'd like to know your experiences, and make sure you like and subscribe so you can get tips on being more self-reliant each and every week. See you next time.